Hey guys, welcome back to Geoguessr Player Log. Today's maps are an official extraordinary world, no move, followed by a diverse world, no move, no pan, no zoom. Let's go. Let's see. Wow, this is very cool. This is, I think this might be a trekker, I'm not too sure. What is this? So the sun is south. Sun is south. Nothing's come to mind here. We've got some houses here. Wooden houses. Is this Europe or is this North America somewhere? I'm honestly confused. Or maybe even Russia. Is this a weird Russian trekker? Mongolia, even? Actually, thinking about Mongolia now, it seems weird, so it could be Mongolia. There are some forested areas of Mongolia, and I think I've seen similar trees before in Mongolia, so I'm going to go there. If it isn't Mongolia, then it's probably going to be very, very wrong, but somewhere up here, maybe? Let's try. Nice, it was actually Mongolia, and not quite the right region, it was just north of Ulaanbaatar. I was trying to remember where the green areas of Mongolia. I'm not too good on Mongolian regions, but I know that there's some kind of forested areas along the north near the Russian border. I think there's some stuff around here, and there's some around north of Ulaanbaatar as well. So yeah, on to the next round. Let's see. Right. Okay. Interesting. We're in a kind of cave, but how am I going to know where this is? Where are they from? I don't know. Maybe South America, like Latin America. Uh, we've got some trees. It seems quite tropical. We've got a palm, so we're in a warm country. But maybe some are dry. This seems quite dry, but very hard to say. Is this Gen 3? Mexico maybe? Mexico? I'm not too sure. We don't have trackers like this. We have this writing here, but I can't read it. It looks like Latin. Sure. Um I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. I'm going to go near Mexico City or something. But this it's just a okay, it was Bolivia. Wow. Okay, near San Ignacio. There's a trekker there, I guess. Yeah, there are some random trekkers in Bolivia, but wasn't too familiar with a lot of the trekkers, so yeah, wow. Eastern Bolivia, because you don't really rarely get this part of Bolivia. But this is an official extraordinary world, so that is a typical location you can get. Yeah, anyway, wow. Next round, let's see. Okay, we're somewhere religious. Pashki Most. Okay, this is okay. I wasn't thinking Croatia, but this is Croatia. Very dry for Croatia. But it's got to be with the language and the single white line. I think this kind of dry part of Croatia is somewhere on the coast in the middle. I'm not so sure exactly where, but let's look for Pashki Most. Is that going to be easy to find? Probably not. Um, we might be on an island. I really don't know how far. I think maybe fairly south. Is this island quite dry? Possibly, but yeah. Anyway, I know it's Croatia, so let's see. Okay, yeah, it was a little further north. I just wasn't too sure. Pashki Most, there it is. Nice. Yeah, very cool. Very interesting to see a super arid Croatia. It's kind of an unusual location. That's what's so cool about this map. You get these super weird locations. Okay, what's this? Polar Circle. That sounds Norwegian. So are we in Svalbard? Uh, I know there's some like boat coverage up. I think it's like up here. There's some like boat coverage. So we might be here. It's pretty arid, pretty barren, and treeless, so that's probably a good clue that we are indeed in Svalbard. So yeah, I'm going to see the compass. We've got a kind of bay to our north, so maybe we are. Well, I don't know where it would fit that. Maybe we're here or something. Um, Nowhere else really fits with a bay to the north. I thought the coverage was mostly up here, but maybe it's over here as well. Let's see. Oh no, it was Greenland. Oh, okay. Maybe that was Danish language then, because obviously Danish and Norwegian are similar. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to tell apart that that was like Danish. I just thought like Norwegian was just the first language that came to mind. I completely forgot about Greenland there. But yeah, also makes complete sense. We did still get almost 3,000 points. It helped that it was the eastern coast of Greenland, so we got lucky there. I reckon there'll be quite a few Svalbard guesses. That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, let's see the next round. Okay, what's this? Is this an Indian? I think this is an Indian historical site. Yeah, wow, look at this. I'm thinking, is this that place in Khajuraho with this fancy art? Khajuraho, I think I've seen art like this, which is near, which is near Jhansi, I think. It might not be Khajuraho, but this really reminds me of that. Where is it? Orcha. Jhansi, where's Khajuraho? Where's Khajuraho? It's somewhere in Madhya Pradesh. But oh, there it is. Let's try. Okay, it wasn't too far off. It was near Bhopal. Khajuraho is a place I visited on a trip to India, and the temples kind of looked similar, so that's what I was thinking about. It was Sanchi, so maybe I noticed a similar kind of influence. So let's see, we got 15,729. All right, let's look at the high scores. So we're in 28th place, and 148 people played, so GG's to everybody. Let's have a look at the top 30. So we had, I think this Bolivia round is the main one that I lost points going in Mexico. Yeah, that was a super unique round. Well done if you got Bolivia or Peru if you got close there. Yeah, that was tough. We had India. Most people getting, actually everybody in the top 30 getting India and guessing in the middle of India, so GG's there. We had Croatia. Again, almost everybody getting Croatia. A lot of close guesses as well. So, yeah, this Greenland was an interesting one. We had a lot of Svalbard guesses, so shout out to the Svalbard gang. A lot of people spread around Greenland, and also a couple of Canadian guesses, so, and also Norway guesses. So interesting spread of guesses there. And nearly everybody getting Mongolia, actually. I thought that would have been a lot harder. I guess maybe you saw the car without the no car script, so that's probably why so many people got Mongolia. That makes sense now. We had a Russia guess as well. Definitely makes sense with that vegetation. So yeah, GG's to everybody. On to the second round, which is a diverse world, NMPZ. Let's begin. Right, we've got a tuk-tuk and a lot of palms. I'm wondering about Sri Lanka. So many palms. Sri Lanka has tuk-tuks like this, I think, but could this be the Philippines or something like that? Not too sure on the poll. But is this Gen 4? I don't know, this is weird. Sri Lanka could easily be wrong. Are we driving on the left? I think that car is driving away from us, so that probably fits Sri Lanka. But a lot of countries in Asia do drive on the left, which is a little bit worrying. Where else could this be? Where else could this be? The road is quite small. If you see small roads, like small lanes, it's often Indonesia. So that's a concern. Oh, I'm concerned that this is Indonesia, actually. But I'm sticking with Sri Lanka. Ah, it was Indonesia. Yeah, I should have trusted the road. I was just thinking about Indonesia right at the end, but I didn't want to change it in the last second because Indonesia, you have a lot of these narrow, very small roads that also have a center line, so it's almost as if the lanes are like big enough to fit a scooter. That's how I put it. Lanes that are like scooter-sized lanes with a nicely painted center line, I think is very common in Indonesia. I thought like so many palms seemed so weird, but it was a unique kind of island. It was, where was it? East Nusa Tenggara. Yeah, cool. So don't get that don't get that area of Indonesia too often. Um, so well done if you got Indonesia there. I should have changed that. I really should have, but I went Sri Lanka. Wasn't sure on the poll there. So yeah. Next round. Let's see. This, what is this? My first thought is like Ireland or something. Feels Western European. The kind of vegetation seems kind of Irish, or it could be just the UK or France. But Ireland is just what comes to mind. We've got a lot of stone. Um, but there's not really too much else to go off of. No signs or anything like that. So it's quite flat. It's quite flat. I'm going to go middle of Ireland, I think. Middle of Ireland, maybe here. Because it could just be the UK. Yeah, I'm going to go middle of Ireland. Let's try that. Nice, okay, it was a bit further west. But glad I got that, because there weren't too many clues there. Cool, on to the next round, let's see. Uh, okay. This should be Luxembourg, because we've got yellow plates. Yellow plates and the Gen 2 camera, and just the general look of the houses feels quite Luxembourg. We're in a town. It doesn't feel like a big town. It doesn't feel like Luxembourg City. It feels like somewhere on the outskirts or somewhere a bit rural, so I might guess somewhere that's fairly flat. Maybe like around here. Yeah, just hedge in the middle of the country I think is good enough. Let's guess. Nice, it was a bit further north. But Luxembourg is almost a free 5k wherever you go anyway. Next round. Round 4. This feels like maybe Saskatchewan or something. Definitely kind of this area of North America has this landscape. But is this like Saskatchewan or is this more Montana, Dakotas? That's the question. Yeah, my first instinct is Saskatchewan. Does the road look Canadian? This could easily be the US. It's not obvious that this is Canada. It is. Not sure on the poles, and the fence. Because we've got this tar on the road. I feel like might be a bit of a US thing, so do I go Montana? Maybe I do go Montana. Got that sign. We've got some signs, but I don't think they're going to. No, I'm going to go just right by the border, in the middle of southern Saskatchewan. Yeah, oh, it was Nebraska. I should have trusted the road there. Yeah, I'm not sure if this sign exists in Canada as well. I wasn't sure on that. These yellow signs, I think, are in both countries. Polls, I had no idea. But yeah, something about the road did feel a bit American. I should have. I'm not sure if it's this tar, kind of tar markings on the road is like not as common in Canada. That might be what it is. Because yeah, this kind of I guess steppe plains type landscape kind of exists around this whole area. So yeah, next round. Let's see. Round 5, and no, I'm thinking like Hong Kong or Taiwan here. I don't know. It seems lush and tropical. We've got Gen 4 camera. In Latin America, it could be Brazil or like Mexico, but this feels more Southeast Asian. Thailand, could it be? But it's not super tropical, like we don't have too many palms and stuff, so. And it doesn't feel particularly Thai. The trees don't look particularly northern Thai or something, so I'm thinking Taiwan or Hong Kong. This could just be rural Hong Kong, actually. This could just be rural Hong Kong. If it is Taiwan, I should get a fairly good score. But yeah, I'm going to go for Hong Kong, I think. Up in the, like, a random road somewhere. Not sure exactly where. Let's hedge east a bit. Let's go here. Ah, it was just Taiwan. Ah, that's annoying. Just outside Taipei. Yeah, it was a good clue. I don't know, the vegetation and the Gen 4 just felt like Hong Kong or Taiwan. We should have gone Taiwan just because it's a bigger place, so it has far more coverage. But still, 3,200 points in the bag isn't too bad. So let's look at the high scores. We have 16,598, so not one of my best games, but we did miss up Indonesia. I should have gone Indonesia. I should have gone Indonesia with that road. It took me a little bit too long to kind of process what that road looked like, I think. Yeah, and this guess as well, so yeah, meh. Let's look at the high scores. We are in 16th place, so still pretty good, Let's look at the high scores. 141 people played, so GG's to everybody. Let's have a look. So GG's to the top 30. And let's see, we have this Indonesia, yeah. Small Sri Lanka gang, so shout out to the Sri Lanka gang here. And well done if you got Indonesia. It definitely made sense. That road was very Indonesian. We had Taiwan, and let's see. We actually did have a bunch of Hong Kong guesses. I'm not the only person. And we also had some Japan, and a few Europe guesses as well. So that was an interesting round. Yeah, and this round I should have trusted the tar on the roads, I think, for that one. It was Nebraska. But if I went to America, I would have probably gone, like, around here, North Dakota, Montana or something. It's kind of surprised me that it's that far south, but I think I haven't had much Nebraska in a long time. I think that's why. Just haven't had too many Nebraska runs. Most people getting Luxembourg here. We had a bunch of Netherlands guesses, probably based on the yellow plates. So yellow plates are very common in Luxembourg as well, of course. And Ireland. That was a tough one, so GG's to the Ireland guesses. There were some UK guesses and France guesses, and even Northern Spain, which are also good guesses. There wasn't too much to see on this round. It's just like go with the right vibe and hope for the best, really, with rounds like that. And the more you play, the more you get to know the vibes of, like, different countries. It's just a case of practicing. Then you start to recognize, oh, that just feels Irish, or that just feels like Swedish or whatever. GG's. Well played, everyone, and we had some interesting seeds there, so yeah, cool. Especially the official extraordinary world, we had some really cool rounds there. That Mongolia and that Bolivia was interesting as well. So yeah, I'll be putting the links for the challenges for Saturday's play along in the description below, so be sure to check those out, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.